因为这2天比较忙，所以就拖更了。然后今天跟大家分享一个非常非常非常棒的一个用来找语言学校的一个工具。这个是一个网站，然后我们可以看这个网站的网址就是 esllanguage.com， 然后我们可以在这个上面选择自己喜欢学习的语言和喜欢学习的语言的学校在的国家和城市都可以选择。然后我们可以在这里看，这里有很多语言，英语、法语、德语、西班牙语、日语、意大利语，然后还有俄语，还有葡萄牙语、阿拉伯语，还有中文，还有韩语，这个是 Dutch 是荷兰语 ，sorry Dutch 泰语，还有希腊语，还有土耳其 Turkish 土耳其海地语，还有瑞典语。那我们可以有很多国家可以选择。然后同时呢，很棒的是这个，我们可以看到这里是 ESL 是提供帮助我们可以提供签证服务的。如果你需要去某一个国家需要签证的话，我们看一下 overall ages。我们在它的左上角，我们打开中文看，这样大家都看得懂。OK， 我们可以在这里一样很方便去选择自己想要学习的语言、想要学习的目的，然后想要去的国家。举个例子，我们学英语，目的，我们学英语的目的，所以住在国外或者是假期和学习，然后改善你的简历或者住在国外，我们可以选择。然后我们想要去哪个国家？举个例子，我们想要去英国，然后我们可以现在找。那我们可以看得到，这里有很多选择：英国伦敦、英国利物浦、英国布莱顿。然后我们选择一个便宜的204欧每周。那其实这个价格已经是很便宜，跟在中国的价格也差不多，差不多1500块。然后这个学校叫做卡普兰国际，在利物浦的学校。然后我们在这里也可以看得到有个人价格，然后学校亮点，然后我们看到住宿、寄宿家庭。我们选择寄宿家庭也很棒。这里还有学生国籍，我们看中国的比例好像不是很高。这里还有评价，这里还有中文的评价，老师真的很好，学会了很多东西，很多评价。OK， 那我们甚至在 ESL 会提供，就是确定它可以保证它的价格是最便宜的。如果你在其他的地方找到比它更便宜的学校的那个课程的价格，然后它还会给我们退费。然后这里还有一些特别活动的课程，我们看到，然后提前4个月预订，最多节省500欧，早鸟优惠英语，然后双人优惠，每位参与者最高可享受180欧元的折扣，然后早鸟优惠的青少年，然后最多可以节省120欧。我们下面还有更多活动，然后大概看一下。我们也有美国和加拿大的活动。还有在线的课程。OK， 今天跟大家介绍的这个网站就到这里。然后大家喜欢可以在右上角找他的电话，可以打电话给他们，可以联系他们。然后也可以做一个关于自己的量身定制的一个咨询，免费。然后我们可以看一下我们ESL 还有保证说它最优价格保证，就是如果在其他机构或者直接与其他学校找到同一课程的更优惠价格可以退还差价。然后还有提供免费咨询和 AC 服务。然后他们也协助办理签证，大家可以试一下。有什么问题可以在评论下方留言，然后我也很高兴回答大家的问题。然后如果有朋友需要，也可以加我的微信，问我。好，就这样，下期视频再见。Right. It's the first time I just have a few questions. Want to ask the details.
Okay, of course. If you bear 1 minute, I just need to check something because the line is a bit bad quality. So if you bear with me for just a moment.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you. Hello. Hi.
Hi, I'm here.
Hi. Good. It's better now than the quality of the line. I'm sorry for that. But yes, you were interested in our courses, and you were calling from which country?
Calling from China.
From China.
Right.
Okay. Yes, we have several courses with 200 destinations globally. So it depends also on what you're looking for. Which language are you interested in studying?
Studying Spanish in Spain.
Okay, so Spain is the destination that you want to go to, and we have several options also as well in Spain. And I can also suggest a few destinations, which is highly recommended by our current and previous students. But in case you have any preference on which city, we can also continue with that.
Okay, you can tell me your recommendation. Actually, I don't have much ideas or much like details
Mhm.
about like Spain right now. We're just interested
Mhm.
about like studying Spanish in Spain, and
Mhm.
I'm not sure in which city though. Also the tuition fee, the costing. Like I can see the
Mhm.
like brief information from the ESL like language.com, and
Mhm.
but I didn't see any depth of like information. Like I want
Mhm.
to have a simple like consultation about that.
Yes. Okay. We have a few options in Spain. So we have, if you prefer the bigger city, then Madrid and Barcelona will be a very good option. Otherwise, the south coast of Spain is also very pleasant because in that sense you will have the feeling of the authentic part of Spain in that sense. And as you are studying Spanish, it is also better because most of the locals does not speak English, perhaps to a certain point. So in that sense, you will have more opportunities to practice your Spanish.
Okay, so
Yes. Mm-hmm.
what about the tuition
So I
fee
would
then?
highly, yes, it depends which kind of course and for how long you are studying. Yes.
Actually,
So
yeah, but, I'm sorry. So actually, for myself, because I need a visa, to stay in Spain, so I have to apply a visa. So
mm-hmm.
for the I can see the like minimum like a 1 week or plus, in the description of the course like by the website. But that's not like really fit for me to apply a visa. So I will never get a visa if I just apply for 1 week, and also it's not applicable for my plan because I want to make my Spanish fluent. So that will probably
Okay.
cost like at least a couple months. And if I calculate from by week, the tuition fee, like it's not cheap though, right? It's a bit expensive. Like if every week is the same amount of fee, or if I apply for individually 1 week, or like
Hello?
yeah, I'm here.
Yes.
Yeah, I was
Yes,
saying.
sorry. It was silent for a second, but yeah, I hear you very well. Yes.
Okay, no problem. So I was saying like if I apply like a couple months or at least like a 3 or 4 months, like that would be
Mhm.
is there like a course like like that fit for my to to improve my Spanish.
Yes. As for the duration, we can definitely adapt to your preference. So let's say, for example, from my understanding is that you want to stay there a bit longer, and perhaps, if possible, you can also extend it. And we can, yes, we can look for a course for 2 or even 3 months for you,
Hmm.
with also an accommodation.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And for the accommodation preference, are you more interested perhaps to stay in a host family or to stay in a student residence?
I think I more prefer to stay in the host family because that way I can practice my Spanish more with the
Yes.
host. And in fact,
Mm.
like I'm interested about the for even for like 1 to 2 months or even like 3 months, I think I will got some problem for applying a visa because they will have a like a suspended saying like a suspicious saying I will not like I will not like come back after the language course. So I
Mhm.
also interested about do you like I was saying I checked like based on website information you're saying your ESL company will help assistant me to apply my visa, right?
Yes, we will be assisting partially in terms of providing you the right documents. As when you are enrolled in the school, we will require just the documents that you can include in your application for your
Okay.
visa. In
For
that
the
sense,
application process, for visa
yes.
application process, you will help or not?
No, unfortunately, we do not offer this service. So I will need to advise you to contact the Spanish embassy in terms of which visa will be most applicable for you, and also for how long will the process be. Because let's say, for example, we recommend mostly that our students to enroll 2 months ahead in terms of the duration of the visa in that sense.
So, for my understanding, which is I have to contact with the Spain embassy to to ask like what type of visa I have to apply for, right? Is it tourist visa or a
Yes,
student visa? What's the so
exactly.
do you have any information about like how long of the study duration can be applied for a student visa?
Yes, it really depends of the country of origin and the country of the destination. So I'm afraid that I cannot answer to that. I will need to advise you to contact the Spanish embassy for more accurate information.
Okay, 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 cool.
Yes,
So. Mhm.
and from what we can do from our end, let's say for example, when you have contacted them and received an approximate um, duration of how long you will need to to have, how long you will need to have for your visa application, we can apply for a school in the meanwhile. And yes, if that's interesting for you, of course.
Okay, so sounds good. So for the tuition fee, is the accommodation fee included or not?
No, it's a separate cost. So you have the tuition fee and also the accommodation fee. I can give you an estimated price for one of our schools in Malaga. I would highly suggest Malaga because it is a city which is developed enough, and you will have the authentic part of it. And yes, it has all the qualities of the Spanish history in that sense. So if you bear with me for a moment, and I will check some details in order to give you an estimated price.
Okay, thank you very much.
No worries. Yes, so I have a price here for you. Yes, so for a language course in Malaga with a standard course of 14 weeks and a host family stay with a private single room and half board. And with half board, you will have breakfast and lunch or dinner included. So you'll have 2 meals included per day. And for the total price of this will be 7,411 euros.
Okay, 7,411 euro. Sorry for my pardon. So it was like how long is the duration?
14 weeks.
14 weeks.
An estimated. Right?
Yeah. Okay, 14 weeks. Okay, so
yes.
All right. So include the accommodation fee, the tuition fee, everything, right?
Yes, and also I can also add that you also have the option to include an insurance for your booking. Let's say, for example, if you will have any delayed updates with your visa process, for example, or in case something happens for other reasons, you have the right to change the dates of your course, or perhaps modify the accommodation details.
So it's a free modification or like a free what I say, so it's like for the date, there's free adjustment, right? So I can tell you ahead if anything happens with my visa, and I can delay the course, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So we call this flex booking. So it will give you a bit of flexibility in case something happens.
Mm-hmm.
So, but with this, you have to inform us approximate 15 days before mm-hmm. you arrive or before the start of the course. Yes. And what I can also do from my end is I can send a quotation directly to you, so you have it on email.
Mm-hmm.